Here are the biggest things that I've learned working with billionaire clients that have hundreds, and some of our clients have thousands of employees doing hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars per year, where we get to work incredibly closely with the actual entrepreneurs running the business. Number one is acting with incredible amounts of speed. And that's how quickly you have an idea, how fast can you make that idea turn into reality? And so smaller businesses actually have the advantage over super large businesses because you are very nimble. You're like a speedboat where if you want to change directions, if there's a new thing that happens in the marketplace, you can take advantage of it super quickly. Where bigger businesses start to have mid-level management and CEOs and the C-suites, and every single layer is run by some degree of management. And all the people in there, that means you need every single portion of the, let's say, the org chart in your organization to be able to move and be nimble, which is very hard when you have hundreds and hundreds of employees. So the bigger the businesses, it's actually harder to move with speed. But the actual entrepreneurs, they will have a, let's say, a 10-year vision for the company and then work backwards on how to get there. And then they are constantly hyper obsessing over cultivating the best team possible. If you want a high paying job, or if you want to be completely financially free without having a business, you have to be exceptional at one thing. But to run a business, you have to be a generalist and be pretty good at a lot of things to where you can direct and orchestrate an organization of people and an organization of managers and know how to hire those managers and know how to incentivize those managers in different departments. Now that our business is scaling and we have 25 full-time employees and we are hiring aggressively, we are now starting to have silos of different departments. For example, we have an organic media company doing the social media for large businesses, YouTube short form, and then we have the in-house growth operators to convert the views that we're getting into customers. Then we have an in-house sponsorship team for once we start to get a lot of views, we will get sponsors for these clients. So we need to have a manager of the sponsorship company. We need to have a manager of the sales department. We need to have a manager of the growth operators. We need to have a training system for growth operators. We have to have a training system for the creatives that are actually in charge of getting the views. We have all the people that are in the accounts posting. We have an AI department. We have continuously more and more things with communicating between the organization, between our teams, between our clients' teams. And so all of this is like this huge stringent pie. And if it is not looked after very carefully, everything is going to explode in my face. Because at the end of the day, if something goes wrong, it is your fault as the CEO. If we get sued, it is on me. It is not on anyone else on the team. If we have incredible financial difficulties, I mean, and we have to go bankrupt, that is on me. And so cultivating a team of people that do want to be a part of that is so important. And I am just hyper obsessed with finding the best people in the entire world and giving them the best incentives, which is why we spend so much time on trying to train new talent because we want every single person making tens of thousands of dollars per month on the team with a performance-based structure. The next biggest thing that I learned from working with ultra high-end clientele is knowing what to focus on in what order. There is oftentimes there is a best thing that could be done, but is it the next thing? And knowing what is the next step that your business should take to get to the best destination is very important, and not fucking up the order. That is one of the most important roles of the visionary that can drive the business forward. You're going to have all these ideas that could and will and have the chance to make the business a ton of money. And as the entrepreneur, you want to go, 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 go. But you have to see where are we currently at with the team and what is the next step to get us to our end destination. It has to be the next best step. It might not, the best might not be feasible. For us, the best step right now is not feasible. So we have to build a foundation to where we can get to that role. So we have to incrementally get to those steps. And so you have to know what order to do the most high leverage things. And if you fuck up the order, you're going to get into a very tricky situation where if you don't have the foundation built and you're trying to do something that is only available once you are here because you need to have more teams in place, you need to have more of a foundation built to scale, it is going to be unbelievably tricky. The next is just around mindset and how I see these people operate. Whenever I see these super wealthy people, get on the phone with someone, the first question is always around how they can help other people. They are never asking for things first. They are always trying to give, 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 give. And once you understand money, and money is just exchanging value for value. And so the more money you have, it means the more value you are providing to the marketplace, the more you're actually benefiting society in a lot of ways. And so I've noticed the richer someone is, the more they are trying to help other people, whether that is an intentional or not. It is just a fact as to what I have noticed through continuously hanging around with ultra wealthy people. They are always thinking about what they can do for other people first with no alter motivations. And they literally are just helping other people. They're with their time, with their money, with their team, with their resources, with the efforts that they can provide, and they are helping, expecting, and asking nothing in return. But what I've noticed, the more I give and the more effort I put into other people, the more I get back. And it does feel good. It genuinely feels good to help other people in any way, shape, or form. Obviously, you don't want leeches around, but especially when you see someone that is motivated to help them out in any way, shape, or form, I've seen it come back 100 times fold. And sometimes it is the long game. That is the next thing that I've noticed. Every single super wealthy business owner that I've met, they are playing the long game where they are not saying, how do I make as much money as humanly possible in 6 months? They're talking about 10-year time horizons. So you really have to think on longer term time horizons because great things take time to build. They take a lot of time to build, and having realistic expectations like, hey, I'm going to start this, and 10 years from now, I'm going to have a business that is making me hundreds of millions of dollars per year. Is that worth it? Well, every single person in the world would say yes. They would say, okay, I might not make anything for a decade, but let's compare that to what my life would look like. I'm going to go to school, I'm going to get a job, I'm going to have to continuously pay off that student loan debt, I'm going to be continuously struggling, I'm going to be probably just trying to level up in a business and to where I can get to some sort of financial freedom and then start to invest in my 30s where I'm making maybe $150,000 per year. Or you could completely grind and build something incredible. And with the proper amount of effort and understanding of business and progressing over a decade long process, your business could literally be doing hundreds of millions of dollars per year. But that's looking at it from a long time horizon and not saying, I want to make $10,000 a month in 3 months. That is not going to happen. It's just not. You are not going to be that good at anything. It is hyper unrealistic. The next is just what they spend their money on. I've noticed that the richer someone is, the less they care about the materialistic things, the more they're moving their life for convenience and the things that they value. Here's things that I value. I value going out to eat with people that I care about and having a spectacular meal. So I have no problem spending $300-400 a day on food to enjoy spending time with people and getting a nice meal. That is something that I value, and so I don't care how much it costs. I just do what I want to. Or travel. The what wealthier someone is going to the airport, spending a lot of time, like wasting your entire day at the airport flying commercial, they will just fly private because it is worth more of their time. But they are not really just dropping a ton of money on useless stuff unless they get bored. Because everyone gets bored and they'll have a short term spree, but they're never obsessed over things. Ken, who I often think about, he drives a nice car, but it's not luxurious. He has a garage in his $10 million house with an incredible car collection, but his daily driver is just a very simple, modest car that is just luxurious, but is not super flashy. They are also optimizing for taxes. They are investing in things that benefit them taxes and then have long term cash flow. And so a car like this, the Bentley Bottega, is 100% tax deductible because it is over 6,000 pounds, and that's understanding the tax law. These people spend so much time on taxes, and I get to hang out with them. They're always talking about these simple tricks. If you buy a car that's over 6,000 pounds and use it for business 50% of the time plus, especially with the new 100% bonus depreciation, you can use section 179 of the tax code to write it off, and you get the bonus depreciation. So you can write off a ton of the car, which can be used off your ordinary income. Therefore, you can have something that is awesome. But once you start to make more money, you will find what things you value. I value very high quality, exceptional coffee too. So I get the nicest coffee that I want to make because most coffee shops suck because I spend so much time in South America. All those coffee shops are amazing. And I like to work at coffee shops and I like to do work. So I would literally, right now, if I was going to a coffee shop, I would bring my own packet that I bought and I would take them to the coffee shop and I would still work there. But I would just get hot water and I would blend the coffee that I want. And I'm just particular with the things that I want because I've fortunately worked very hard to be able to enjoy the things that I like. But this is probably what Ken always tells me is you should be giving your family, and especially when you start to have kids, twice the time and less than half the money. You should be giving them more time and way less money because your family is not going to care about the money. They're going to care about the quality time that you can spend. And I've noticed that I'm always fucking go, 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 go with work. And I am in my very young 20s. And so I can do that because this is the time to build the foundation of a humongous business. But as we are growing from a family's perspective, it is going to shift at some point from focusing more on family, way less on business, and having the priorities kind of flipped. And then the last thing is these people are just normal people. I've seen it time and time again, especially the larger the business owners. We work with guys like Robert Kiyosaki, and the dude can't even take a piss without someone asking him for a picture because has a super famous book, and he's one of the most famous guys in the finance space. And so anyone in that space really does know who he is. And so people put him on a pedestal, and he's the most normal dude ever. He is literally the most normal dude ever. All of these guys are so normal, and they want to bust balls with other people. They want people to tell them straight up what's going on. But people are often putting these people on pedestals because they have things, and people are leeches. And I'm telling you, every single one of them knows who is talking to them for our ulterior motives or not. So literally just going into every single relationship with no ulterior motives has always benefited me more than anything else because I do not want anything from these guys. I want to just build a business and I love hanging out with other business owners. And we are going to take this to a multi-billion-dollar business. There is not a single doubt in my mind because we are focusing on the highest leverage things, which are building the best team in the entire world, having literally the best service ever for what we are doing and providing, where getting clients is going to be the easiest thing in the world. And we are going to have the best training system to bring on the most amount of high caliber talent and give them the best compensation structure in the entire world, where we are going to build, I know for a fact, the best growing, fastest growing agency in the entire world, which is already what we are doing. But we are going to take this into the biggest turbo drive ever. And that's knowing what the next best thing to focus on is.